Yeah, I think there's so much she's proud of. She, entered the school with her one sport. She's really taken up rowing at the school and done very well at it, but just really taking on leadership roles at the school. I think that's what she needs to be really, really proud of.
I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private and independent schools to bring you insights into school programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administration. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
It was a great process. We live in the GTA, so it meant that we had multiple options for school our daughter could go to. And she did apply and get accepted at other schools. It was when we went to Ridley, we really felt that that experience was made us feel like home as a family. And when my daughter made the decision that yes, she was comfortable with the boarding aspect of school, it was a really easy choice to choose Ridley because it really aligned with what we were looking for in a school. It's been an amazing experience for our daughter. Um, it's really allowed her to thrive, and our decision process in choosing a school is how do we set our kids to become the best version of themselves? And I think Ridley has done a fantastic job of that for our daughter. Really, she stepped in not knowing anyone day one when we dropped her off for boarding, and that is an overwhelming experience. Um, but they were there every step of the way. And, now, she's entering her last year next year. She's going to be one of the heads of the school and everything. And she's really taken to the experience and allowed to, and she has really chosen to participate in all the school has to offer. And I think that has been just a great experience, just sports and other extracurriculars for our daughter. It's just made it overall an amazing experience. I think the support that she's been given by the teachers, her coaches, the friends that she's met, the opportunities to try things out of her comfort zone has really been a great experience for our daughter. And just being able to live at the school and immerse herself in the process has been phenomenal. I appreciate the openness to be able to reach out and talk to the teachers, her coaches, her house parents and leads, and just the access to them. The communication between the school has been fantastic. Um, and just their ongoing support, even as we're thinking about grade 12 and what post secondary looks like right now, the ability that they've really helped our daughter, determine, what is the best path for her or what are the path options for her. And have really well communicated that even with her graduating at the end of next year, she will still have access to them in the years to come as she thinks about, something, further to her education after her first, couple of years. It's been a pleasant surprise. It's been the experience has really outweighed our expectations. Knowing I never thought when my daughter was in, looking at finishing up elementary school in a few years that she would think about boarding after that. But it has really allowed her to be the best version of herself. That's the best way I can describe it. It's been a very encouraging experience. The families are very, very welcoming. Our daughter has become friends with both boarders and day students. The day students, welcome her into their home multiple times. And the other families, they've just been very welcoming, encouraging to get involved in the school in ways we can. We're obviously not, there's a lot of international families too. We're fairly local, not even an hour away. So it's given us the opportunity to be involved in the school, to attend the sports teams, to meet the other parents, and get involved. But I'd say the parents have been phenomenal. I'll give one example. I remember when we were dropping our daughter off, and it's a little bit as a mom, it's a little bit of a you're unsure, you're leaving them for the first time and everything. And I remember, kind of leaving in her room, and her roommate wasn't there yet, and like, what are we doing? And we were then going into another parent's session, and I was obviously quite emotional about the experience. And another parent came right up to me, put her hand on me, and said, here anytime, we'll talk through it anytime. And it really put me at ease. So I think they know the experience of Ridley, and the, parents that have been there for a few years are always open to, welcoming and just being there to talk through something. Yeah, I think there's so much she's proud of. She, entered the school with her one sport. She's really taken up rowing at the school and done very well at it, but just really taking on leadership roles at the school. I think that's what she needs to be really, really proud of is, she's a prefect next year and taking that on. And so really taken the opportunity and really made it the best that it could be for her. So not let any opportunity go by. She has really, how do I dive right into it? And she needs to be really proud of that because she has gone right into the opportunity at Ridley and really allowed it to give her everything that it has to offer. The experience has been phenomenal. Again, we have access to teachers, can reach out to them anytime. They'll get back to us. The administration is phenomenal. They have a head of school and Mr. Kidd who knows every student's name and knows every parent. So just it is like a real family atmosphere, and the teachers and the administrative administration make it feel like that. They welcome you and they really are hands-on and are looking for feedback all the time too. I think just the experience and the support that they've given, right, to both us as parents and to our daughter has been phenomenal. Just that their easy access to them to answer our questions. So really with the onboarding process, they were there and willing to have all the discussions before the decision was made. And now that we're students, the access to them has been phenomenal, especially right now we're experiencing as we are thinking about post-secondary. Another thing is just, yeah, the family atmosphere. We have never felt that we are leaving our daughter at an institution. She is well cared for. Her house mom cares just about every one of those girls in the house as she does her own children. It's phenomenal, and we can text at any time, and just get some information. And just, yeah, like I will say too, we have two other children. One of our children most likely will be, applying, will be applying to Ridley, and that would be their first choice. So it's just been, again, it's just been an experience that we want our other children to experience too. It's been that good. I'd say get to know other families that are there. Ask for your son or daughter to be able to meet with other students that have had to go through the decision-making process themselves. And get their opinion. I think get their perspective on it. I think that's really good for your student and for parents. Meet with other parents. Like though there are, have attended other new parent calls and everything. Welcome to have that conversation. They're not always easy decisions to make, especially as you're thinking about boarding. So I would say reach out, and reach out and find, what are the hesitations? Just ask those questions because if you're having those hesitations, others have too, and can really help with the decision-making process.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.